What was the architecture like in Thebes? Have you ever wondered what ancient architecture looked like in one of Greece's most storied cities? Thebes is a fascinating place to explore, especially when it comes to its architectural history. The architecture of Thebes showcases a rich timeline that stretches from the Mycenaean era to the Archaic period and beyond. During the Mycenaean period, Thebes was home to a remarkable palace complex situated on the Cadmea, which is the city's acropolis. This palace was constructed using large stone blocks and formed part of a fortified citadel. The Mycenaean architectural style is characterized by massive walls and strong defensive structures. You can still see the remains of these fortifications today, including the famous Cadmean gates, which highlight the city's ancient significance. The use of large boulders and natural rock formations in these fortifications indicates that Thebes was strategically important and focused on defense during that time. As we move into the Archaic period, the architecture of Thebes began to change. The early Greek stone temples started to replace the older wooden and mud brick structures. These temples were typically rectangular and stood on raised platforms known as stylobates. Inside, they featured a main chamber called the naos, a front porch known as the pronaos, and often a rear room called the opisthedomos, which served as a treasury. Columns were a common feature in these temples, either standing freely or positioned between projecting walls called antae. This design contributed to the symmetrical and decorative look of the temples. A notable example from Thebes is the Isminion temple, which was dedicated to Apollo. This temple reflects the architectural style of the Archaic period and showcases the evolution of design in Thebes. The transition from Mycenaean to Archaic architecture in Thebes illustrates a shift from purely defensive buildings to structures that served religious and civic purposes. This change highlights the growing sophistication in stone masonry and design during this time. Visitors today can appreciate the ruins and archaeological sites around modern Thebes, which offer a glimpse into this rich architectural heritage. In summary, the architecture of Thebes combines the monumental and fortified style of the Mycenaean era with the more refined temple designs of the Archaic period. Travelers can explore the remains of the Mycenaean palace and fortifications on the Cadmea, as well as the foundations of Archaic temples like the Isminion. This journey through Thebes allows you to connect with the city's remarkable historical and architectural story.